I'm gonna go for a Goblin Barrel now. I can follow with Bats because I think he's got a Skeleton Army. I just want to be able to shut those down as quickly as possible. The Valkyrie... How did it hit everything? Hey, what's up, guys? It's JKK Tag and Tara back again with the most insane log bait deck that you have ever seen. When your opponent sees the Princess, the Dark Goblin, and the Goblin Barrel, they'll be like, oh, it's a standard log bait deck. I know exactly what this is. Then you drop the Royal Giant, surprise them, take a tower. They won't be so happy then. There really aren't too many decks that you have to worry about, but if your opponent has 2 or 3 small spells, it could get dicey. Hopefully we don't get too many of those, and let's go jump straight some games and assert some dominance. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. And a huge thank you to all of you beautiful people using creator code SirTag. Creator code SirTag allows me to upload daily videos while I take full-time college courses. So thank you guys that are supporting me and helping me grow the channel. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, we got a game here with a sauce out of good luck, and unfortunately we are not blessed with the best starting hand. I want to go for Princess at the back at every opportunity because we usually bait out like a log, a fireball, or a poison, and then we get a ton of value that way with our Goblin Barrel afterward. But this is not the situation that we are living in right now. We are going in for our Goblin Barrel, getting shut down by arrows, and he's going to have Giant, so we already know this guy is going to have a lot of small spells probably. I'm going to go for a Prince, and we're going to fall right into a Skeleton Army, so that's kind of unfortunate for me. I just sacrificed 5 elixir into 3, but you know what? You can't always have the best interactions in the world. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Skeleton Army at the river. We'll see if he goes in for a Snowball or something. We're going to Princess here. We're going to Bats really far away. So if he Snowballs on top of the Skeletons, we still get a lot of damage before he does. And then he follows back up with arrows. So this man is insane. Look at how many small spells he has. He's going to end up having a giant deck. Graveyard with arrows and Snowball fast cycle. This is usually not the matchup that you want to see.
Rough stuff.
But if you play well enough, you can still make it work, guys. So Princess is locked onto the tower. We love to see it. I think we can maybe even go in for a Goblin Barrel again on the left and then get a Skeleton Army out of him. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, I kind of need to bait out a Skeleton Army, so let's just get it on the right-hand side. We'll Princess off to that. And I can Skeleton Army on the left as well. Maybe we can get arrows or something. I'll get a Snowball or I'll get arrows. We can Princess for sure on the right. And he's going to Musketeer instead. That's going to be damage, bro. Why are you going to give me free damage? I'm about it. Thank you. I am so about that. Thank you so much, brother. So if you go for Bats, we can maybe go in for a Prince counter and then go in. Nope. Thankfully, I did not do that. So I'm going to Prince on the mini pack. I'm going to Bats on top of the Musketeer. And he's not going to be back to Skeleton Army here. So I can just go in for a Goblin Barrel and get arrows out of him. The Prince is going to force out Elixir, though. What are you going to do? You're going to Snowball, and now you're back to Skeleton Army. Oh, my gosh. Wait, he went for Bats instead. Did he not have Elixir? Oh, my gosh. Let's go. That's what I like to see. So we're still in the game, guys. If we're playing against Graveyard, even if they've got as many spells as he wants, we can still win if we're able to go and predict the Skeleton Army with the Princess here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to predict the Skeleton Army. We get the Princess, but we don't hit all the Skeletons. We need more than that. We need way more than that. So what I'm going to do is I might just sack the tower and take out the right-hand tower. If we're able to sack a tower for a tower, it feels pretty good. So the Mega Knight's going to jump for joy. You are not even trying to defend that. You're just going to Snowball. Dude, are you going to try to 3-crab me? Why would you sacrifice a tower when you can defend and apply aggression at the same time? That makes no sense. But I'll take it, bro. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to be able to shut down that Musketeer as well. I can Royal Giant in the pocket, and I can go in for a Goblin Barrel. So if we Royal Giant, we're going to force out a mini pack, and then he might not have Elixir to counter the Goblin Barrel at the same time. The Bats are swarming him. This is hilarious. This might actually work out. We're going to Princess in the middle. We're going to go in for a Skeleton Army as well, so then he drops Bats on the wrong side. The Skeleton might actually lock onto the tower. We force out a really aggressive Snowball, and he's not able to Graveyard, guys. We keep up the aggression to the point that this man, with the fattest hard counter and the best start in the world, still wasn't able to beat the Royal Giant log bait. That's what I'm talking about, and this man is so furious right now. He knew that he had a fat hard counter. He knew he had the best start in the world, but we still wrecked him and asserted dominance with a really crazy start. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out of good luck, and we're going to see what's happening. So if you want to cycle something, be my guest. We've got Prince. We've got Mega Knight. We have every answer in the book to your spam. Okay, so Mega Minion. Probably going to be a Golem deck when we see Mega Minion. I would love to see Golem right now, because if you Golem in the back, you can just go in for a Prince and take your tower. But I don't think that's going to be the case anymore, guys. He's running Bandit. He's a frisky, ferocious sir with a deck that I do not Surprise! I said I didn't understand, and he is just making me understand less and less as the game goes on. I was like, so out of it. I was like, this guy definitely doesn't have Golem. He's got Bandit. Those two cards are never paired together. Maybe he's got a weird P.E.K.K.A deck. And he's like, Jake, never doubt yourself. Your first instinct is always the thing that you should listen to. So I'm going to go for Bats, finish off the Night Witch, and our Bats will be able to swarm on his. That's fine, right? Gonna focus that all down and keep the Mega Knight healthy. He is very healthy, doesn't even need an apple. He's keeping the doctor away with his dominance himself. So I think we could go for a Goblin Barrel with that, right? Yeah, Goblin Barrel into a log. Wait, oh, okay, bro. All right, I see you, man. You're actually out here running a Golem log deck instead of Bard Barrel, too. This thing is going to be a very spicy matchup for me. He's going to have Bandit for our Prince, and he's going to have Log for our Goblin Barrel here. So I think that we just eat that. It's not going to be too bad, right? It's going to be one hit, but it's okay. If we eat one hit, we can conserve the elixir for this man to go Golem in the back. I almost think he's going to Golem in the back right now. So if I wait a little bit and then go in for a Royale Giant here, then we're going to go opposite lane, and he dedicated 4 elixir with that Night Wish that he is not getting back. There is no refund policy on that one, Chief. It is final sale. So Royale Giant's going to give us a lot of damage, as we said before. 1984, that tower is in a dystopic novel, guys. George Orwell would be proud of him. And that's exactly what we want to do. Patience is a virtue, and it paid off so much for us. So I can follow up with another Mega Knight here, going for bats on top of the Baby Dragon so he doesn't get too much damage. And I guarantee that I take the left-hand tower because he's not going to try to defend it. This is one of those players that just doesn't care about defense. So you know what we do? We also don't care about defense. We will do it better than you, sir. And if you don't know, now you know. Royale Giant plus all of our spam does a lot of value if your opponent does not have log. And dude, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Do you just have a fetish of being destroyed by princess or something? I don't know. But it came spinning into reality real quick with that 3-crown. When your opponent has Golem and they don't defend and you have Prince, you go opposite lane and you 3-crown and you say, what's up, dude? You can do that with a lot of control decks, but not ours. We are running a very aggressive feature. All right, guys, we got a game here. I'm going to go for Princess in the back, and we're going to see what's happening. If we go for Princess at the start of the game, usually your opponent's going to go drop a small spell on it, or they're going to go for a minor. Well, that's a big spell, bro. That's a big spell. You are playing with fire right now, going for 4 elixir, -1 trade. You know what we do? We go for Prince, and we go for Goblin Barrel. We test the waters, and we get damage. That's stupendous, guys. We get a really good elixir trade there. We end up forcing out the fireball, and now we realize what he probably has. We can go in for a Royale Giant after we go and counter the cage, and the bats are going to allow us to get value with the RG because he doesn't have cage in cycle, guys. He's going to have to drop a lot of stuff on defense, and it's just going to go into a Dark Goblin. So if you don't know, now you know. You probably don't want to do that, my dude. So I'm going to go for Princess instead. I think that's a little bit better. The Princess will be able to shut down the remnants of all of the bats and the miner. So I feel like with the Princess in tandem with that, it's going to work out really well. We take less damage from the Baby Dragon, and now we're up like, I think, I was hoping like 300. We were only up 200. He fireballed last time. I don't know. I think he's going to drop a unit. So I'm going to go for Prince and preemptively guess that he's going to do that. And it locks onto the wrong thing. But you know what, guys? We can still follow up with bats. All is not lost until the game is lost. That is our motto. So remember, he went for a Bard Barrel last time on our Goblin Barrel. So if I Goblin Barrel off to the side, I should get 1 hit if he messes up the placement. He seems like a really passive fellow that is peculiar with his placements. He's like looking at it, he's like, that Goblin Barrel is definitely down the middle. I'm going to drop it right down the middle. You're going to miss one, right? Hey, dude, I got you, fam. I know you. I read you like a book. And we're in a really good spot now. So I can follow up with the Princess. Remember, he's going to miner like he did last time. I could Mega Knight on it. I would love to see that. I would love to see a miner on top of the Princess. Where you at, bro? Where you at? Okay, I'm going to Royale Giant on the opposite side. I'm going to follow up with a Prince. Because we got RG Prince in the house. This is going to be pretty troublesome for you. You can also go for bats. I don't think you have any answer to this, man. If you're going for a miner on defense, this is going to be hilarious. Because I can follow up with the Goblin Barrel on the left, because you might even not have elixir for the Bard Barrel, dude. And I can go for a Skeleton Army so the Baby Dragon, the Fly Machine lock on.
Another one.
You miss it again. This is hilarious stuff. So now I don't have to respond to this. I can just eat the Fly Machine damage because it's on the tower that we don't really care about. I can follow up with a Princess, go in for a Prince to go and counter the Fly Machine. And we take damage, but we take damage on the tower that we don't care. So, you know what? All is good in the world. I can follow up with another Dark Goblin because I think he's... Oh, wow. I thought you would go in for a cage, but you're not doing that. Your miner's out of cycle, so you have to fireball the Dark Goblin if you want to break through. We'll see if you do it. You might do it, you might not. If we go for a Mega Knight and then we go in for a Goblin Barrel off to the side, I think you miss one of them because you've consistently missed it every single time. You're not going to stop here, bro. All the Goblins locked onto the tower early on. That's what we like to see. Dark Goblin's cleaning house. I can go for a Princess here and then go for a Prince. The Prince and the Princess, the fairy tale is in order. And all I need to do is go in for bats on top of the Baby Dragon. So then he's going to be very sad here. Okay, you're going to go in for a really aggressive Fireball. I see you, man. I see you. I need to go for a Princess to finish that off. And I can follow up with a Goblin Barrel because you might even go in for a Bard Barrel on top of the Skeletons. You're not going to do it, though. Okay. I see you, dude. I see you, brother man. Okay, I'm going to go in for a Prince here so the fly machine locks onto that. I'm going to go for a really high Dark Goblin so it doesn't all die to a Fireball. And I could go for more Goblin Barrels because he keeps missing them. It's like against his religion not to miss one Goblin, guys. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to let the Princess fall. I'm going to go for a Mega Knight afterward. And I can go for Bats on top of all of the Night Witch Bats. The Bats on Bats action is what we like to see. Also, I'm going to go and drop this directly on because I think that he's not going to predict it to be directly on. We've always missed it like one every single time, and we've dropped it off to the side. So we got to switch it up so we just never are predictable for this dude. Gonna go for a Miner. That's good for us. We can just go in for a Prince. You're gonna Fireball on top of the Skeleton Army. You'll love to see it. We can follow up with Bats on top of the Fly Machine and then go for a Goblin Barrel because we have a lot of spam coming at you, or we can Royale Giant and Goblin Barrel at the same time. So we just throw even more stuff to the point that he gets overwhelmed. And that's also a really good play. So he misses one again, guys. You'll love to see it. It's the story of his life. So unfortunately, we don't have Rocket or anything like that to focus him down. But if I go for a Mega Knight and just protect our ranged units, that works out brilliantly too. So I'm going to go for another Goblin Barrel off to the side. We'll see if he predicts down the middle. Guys, he has to miss this again. No! Oh yeah, he actually missed it. We still got it. I love this game. How many princesses can we get on the map? This deck is so good in double elixir. Why does it work so well? Even when your opponent has Goblin Barrel counters, it's like, nope, you can't stop me. Royale Giant's going to get a hit. We need one Goblin Barrel hit. Oh, come on. That was the first time. That's the first time this man ever hit it, and it was at the end of the game. So you know what? He went out with a bang, but he's still going to lose with a bang. That Royale Giant is clobbering the tower. We're going to hit him up with the Peace Out, Girl Scout. GG, well played, man, and good luck in the rest of your ladder session. That was a hilarious game. The story of the Goblin that always gets his hit. And now we're 3,000 in the world, and we're going to keep pushing up, baby. All right, we got a game here. We're going to be dropping a good luck. And this guy, he's dropping a Hog Rider right into a Mega Knight. Thank you, bro. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for caring about me. Thank you for nourishing me with the positive elixir trades that make my smile just light up. You are what the world runs on, sir. So I'm going to go in for a Princess and maybe even go in for a Prince counter with Skeleton Army. So I want to see a log really badly on the Princess here. That's all I want for Christmas, bro. I know Christmas is pretty far away in 2021, but I love to see that. I'm going to go for a Prince on top of your Mega Knight so it doesn't jump for joy on my tower. And our Prince's thick Lance of Justice is shutting you down and eating you alive. That utensil that the Prince has, guys, it is a masterpiece. So I think that the Lance is going to brush through and hit the tower if he doesn't. He has to respond to that, right? Yeah, you're going to Skeleton Army. Okay. I was like, dude, you're not going to just let that thing touch the tower. So Dark Goblin comes through, forces out a ton of elixir. I can potentially get away with a Goblin Barrel in the left-hand tower if he drops anything on top of the Dark Goblin. Sometimes they miss the Dark Goblin, or they don't even care. This guy doesn't even care. He's like, I'll just take 600 damage, Jake. I'll go in for a Hawk Rider instead. And that's splendid for me. So the success story is almost here. Remember, he kind of goes in for the Skeleton Army whenever he's able to. So that's the one thing I have to be worried about. I want to go for Bats on top of the Prince. And then I can go for a Goblin Barrel on the left, just because I want to make sure that he has to go in for a small spell on top of the Bats. You're going to have to respond to those, bro. You're going to go for a Valkyrie. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. The Bats are now dead, but I can follow up with a Prince. You can't really Hog Rider into that, right? A Valkyrie is going on the mission to nowhere real quick. And you're going to Mega Knight it in the opposite lane. So what I can do is I can go and pull you to the opposite side with our Royale Giant. The Prince is going to come back like a faithful, true sir. That is what I'm talking about. The Prince knew that his mission in life was not over yet. All I need to do is defend this and we walk away with a really clean win. So I think he's going to just lose all of it, right? That Royale Giant was awesome. Working with the Prince in a pair. They are a perfect pair, guys. On Valentine's Day, you will see them working together. And it's going to be magical. So I'm going to follow up with the Princess in the back. Potentially get away with a... he's not going to give us the Mega Knight. He's too smart for that. He's got Executioner or Valkyrie. These people don't give you positive elixir trades unless you force them to. Wait, the Princess is locked onto the tower. Never mind. We're in a really good spot. I can go for a Goblin Barrel here. I don't know if he knows, but this is bad for him. This is definitely very bad for him. So I'm going to go for a Dark Goblin to finish off the Valkyrie. He just ate the entire Goblin Barrel. This guy is a certified savage. Really savage right now. All I need to do is go for a Skeleton Army so then the Hog Rider gets crushed. I wonder if that... Oh, you have Zap. Okay. That's what we like to see. We're going to go for Royale Giant and Goblin Barrel on you, bro. Whether you like it or not, which you probably won't. This will be very funny. I'm going to go for a Goblin Barrel now. I can follow with Bats because I think he's going to Skeleton Army. I just want to be able to shut those down as quickly as possible. The Valkyrie... How did it hit everything? That's illegal, bro. That is literally illegal. I can't believe that just happened to me. Oh, please don't stop me. Nope, nope, nope. Get away from my tower. Get off my lawn, please, sir. I have a family, and I am not appreciating what you are doing to me right now. Oh my god. That Valkyrie hit all of my goblins and cost me to lose the game. I can't believe that one. PG and well played to him. We'll bounce on to the next one. Valkyrie was a true MVP. I can't believe it. I actually thought that I would have just won the game off the Goblin Barrel there because the Valkyrie should have only hit one of them, but she swung it all three somehow. All right, guys, we got a game here. We're going to sauce out a good luck, giving this guy some baby dragon kisses. He's got a broken sword on top of his tower, so he's probably a little bit sad. Let's make his life a little bit better. Give him as many kisses as we possibly can. So you're going to poison me. Okay, you're not going to be happy after this. You're really not going to be happy. Because I almost guarantee you're going to zap on top of the skeleton army. Are you not going to? Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we thought. We can go in for a prince, and then we go for a goblin barrel. And if you P.E.K.K.A, you lose the game. Because you don't have anything for the goblin barrel then. Oh, come on, dude. We really wanted to see the P.E.K.K.A. You still lose the electro wizard. So I guess I can't really complain. But it could have been better, guys. Let me tell you, it could have been better. I want him to spam into us. Yes! He's listening to me. He's listening to me. I can just go for a Mega Knight, counter it all. And he doesn't have enough elixir for P.E.K.K.A immediately. So what does he do? What, you madman? You absolute madman. Are you insane? Going in for a magic archer? Are you going to be able to defend this? I don't think so, right? Oh my gosh, he missed the placement of the bandit. Guys, if you pull that off perfectly, where we're at like 2,000 in the world right now, they probably should hit that every single time. He would have been in a really good spot, actually. So he made a calculated play. His mechanics failed him, though. And that's happened to me a lot. I missed tornadoes more times than I can count. But this man missed a bandit, my amigo. So are you going to decide to poison that princess? I mean, it's on the side that you don't really want to poison. Oh my gosh, you're going to do it anyway. So we can Royal Giant. We can go for a Goblin Barrel. If you decide to do that, you're going to take a lot of damage because the Royal Giant is tanking, and you can't afford a Royal Ghost immediately, so you might just straight up lose your tower. That is exactly what happened. You can't poison me like that, bro. It's too toxic. My deck is too toxic. So we're going to Skeleton Army immediately. We're going to follow up with Bats, and we're going to say, dude, which one do you want to zap? Okay, you're going to zap the left-hand side. You lose the P.E.K.K.A, and we probably are not going to take that much damage from the P.E.K.K.A. We do take damage on both sides, but we don't lose the tower, and that's a good vibe, because if we defend for the rest of the game, which is 60 seconds, we win. So what am I going to do? You bet. All I'm going to do is defend. I can almost see this man going in for a magic archer. He's really feisty. This guy seems like the type of dude to do it at the river, but if we defend, we will win the game. So what are we going to do? You guys already know we are defending everything. So I'm going to go in for a skeleton army here. I almost guarantee he's going to go for a poison or something. We wanted to bait out a small spell or a big spell, and that's exactly what we got. I'm going to go in for a dark goblin afterward and follow up with a prince here, I think. If the Royal Ghost and the prince end up duking it out in the middle, we win with that interaction for sure. Okay, we lose the interaction on the tower on the left, so I need to kill that bandit, and I can go for a... You know what I can do? I can do one of these. Guys, I can do one of these where I go skeleton army on the P.E.K.K.A. I Royal Giant in the pocket. I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? I get a lot of damage with that RG, too. And I can Mega Knight on top of the Royal Ghost. I usually don't do this because it's a negative trade, but at this particular instance, if I Royal Giant again in the pocket and I go for a Goblin Barrel, I win the game. So all I need to do is defend, and I think I win. So I'm going to go in for a Dark Goblin on top of the Electro Wizard. I can go in for Bats here. He's going to go and pull us all the way around the world, but he still doesn't have a great way of finishing that off. I'm going to go in for a Prince, and you could decide to poison me. You could poison that. You'll have to wait and see if that's what you want to do, though. It would be a really aggressive play for you to do that. So I'm just going to go for a Skeleton Army. Wait and see if you want to zap me. I can Royal Giant in the pocket because then the Magic Archer locks onto that instead of the Dark Goblin, please. No, it didn't. Oh, it didn't lock onto that. He was going to Electro Wizard anyway. He has to poison on the Goblin Barrel? No way. Are you kidding me? He was a really good player, too. It doesn't matter, though, guys. Royal Giant in the pocket, go Goblin Barrel on the tower, and you just win the game. That's dumb. That's really unfair. I took out a tower when I was down. He had a full HP tower, and we had 1,700, and he still only did 700 damage to me by the time I took out his entire tower. That's broken, and now we are 2,400 in the world, baby. And that's actually where we're going to end today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to let me know by saucing out a fat thumbs up on the video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, thanks for chilling with me, and have a beautiful rest of your day.